Hi Cancer, this is your Mid-May 2019 reading. Cancer, as we have been talking about it in the last couple of months, you have North Node in Cancer this year all the way till middle of 2020. When North Node or Rahu comes into a sign, it becomes the time to start moving towards our life path. That is when sudden opportunities come our way that shift our direction in life and they take us to the right direction, the path that we were always meant to walk on. Last month, when we had the season of the Aries, it became the time to start taking a few risks in our life, and some of the shifts or some of the indication or some of the hints like boulders might have arrived over the course of last couple of weeks, which might have shown whether you are on the right path or not. And this becomes the time in the season of Taurus when we get a new vision for our life, when a new idea, when a new thought process, when a new hope and dream is given birth to. And this is grounded in reality. This is grounded in material reality. This is about generating material wealth, material abundance in longer run for yourself and for the people in your life. This becomes a time to interact with people of influence, create a business network that will help you get there. Also, at the same time, this becomes the time to evolve out of an old life path. If that has outlived its purpose, this becomes the time to let a financial contract or a professional contract expire or release, because it's not the time to carry on with something that is not going to be there for long run for you. In the season of Taurus, we evolve out of the old that is not serving us and move towards a long term abundant path. And certain opportunities, certain ideas, certain visions would have come even with a lightning bolt during the course of last couple of weeks, and they will continue to come during the course of this week, because we have Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, the planet of freedom, the planet of sudden innovative ideas sitting in your house of vision. It evolves us out of the old vision that we have of our life, and it frees our sight to see something bigger for us. It changes the very social fabric we operate in, because it's there to move us out of stagnant positions. It frees our spirit to do something that we are truly excited about. It wants you to see a unique future for yourself, which is different from what you have lived so far. You might see yourself getting involved in certain causes, certain social groups, which you have not been part of earlier. You might feel confident enough to go after a different kind of social impact that you have not thought of creating earlier. It creates enormous amount of confidence in the area where it is, and for you it is in the area of social presence. You are being given the impetus to become socially more relevant. It wants you to change the very network that you're part of, because we become our company, right? So it's asking you to refurbish your company, refurbish your surroundings to see that it suits where you want to go. Create the right kind of business network, create the right kind of friends who are going to be part of your future. In the vein of that, certain opportunities to network, to make connections, to create new contacts might have come across to you, because Mercury and Uranus met each other around 8th of May. Before that, in April as well, on 22nd of April, Sun and Uranus met as well. These are trigger points. These are points where we suddenly get opportunities to be socially relevant, to be out and about and create the kind of network that we want. This is the house of income earned from business, not from day-to-day income. This is about creating long-term self-created wealth. So the contacts that might be coming in your consciousness right now, they would be the ones who will help you create the wealth that you create on the basis of your creativity, on the basis of your talents. They will help build up your hopes and dreams. So the mantra for this week, all the way till 21st of May and even beyond, is to network with people right now. interact with people, create the right kind of groups, and you'll be surprised all the way till 18th of May that you will receive a lot of support if you reach out to the right set of people, because we have Sun and Mercury both working in positive energy with Saturn and Pluto for the next 1 week. Sun and Saturn met on 11th of May, and then on 15th of May we'll have Mercury and Saturn meet as well. This creates practical thinking. This creates some amount of stability in our life to be able to manifest something which is longer run, and this has to be commercial in nature, and this is all happening in your house of relationships. So you would be leveraging the kind of relationships you have built on, you have invested in. They will yield results to you. They will provide you ideas. They will propel you forward in a direction that you always wanted to go. This configuration is called Grand Earth Trine. Grand Earth Trine is when three energies which are earthy in nature, which are here to manifest something material in your life, they come together to create a positive triangle of manifestation. That is what is happening around 13th or 14th of May, as well as once again around 17th or 18th of May. This is the time when you are getting ready to manifest something materially in your life, and you are getting the discipline and the keen insight to be able to do that. Use 13th or 14th of May to create support of influential people who you think who can help you in your business. That's also the time when your ambition will get keen insight for changes, for empowerment, because now that we have Saturn, Pluto and South Node in your house of relationships, you are connecting with others in a very powerful manner. You have been asked and urged to release old ways of connecting with other people where your interest was being compromised. Because the road to success, Cancer, now with North Node in your sign is to not let other people define your rules of life. When we have North Node in our sign, which happens once in 19 years, it's like every month should be treated like our birthday. We have to be put first. This is the time for enormous amount of growth for you. And we'll see acceleration in this growth in July when we'll have eclipse in your sign. Eclipses create faster progress than we have ever seen before. If we thought something was beyond our reach and it's going to take a long time for me to get there, it creates certain karmic opportunities for us to get there in a much shorter period of time. So now is the time when you're getting ready for your eclipses in July. You're creating the right kind of contacts. You're creating the ideas for it. You're generating certain positive momentum in your social network for the big reveal that is going to happen in July. It is not about doing things in old manner anymore. You remain you. Being Cancer is definitely the road to success, but you are being asked to reconfigure, restructure your partnership model, whether it is in your personal life or it is in your professional life. Both of these areas of partnership, of relating one-on-one with your clients, one-on-one with your partner, one-on-one with your business partner, your committed contracts, they have to become efficient, and they have to start working for you. So when Saturn is retrograde from now all the way till September, you would be urged to review the terms of contract that you have with your various partners who are of influence to you, who affect you financially and personally, because you are being asked to give yourself the right bandwidth here. You need more depth, more reality, more truth in your relationships. You have to release past patterns here, because you are going to be experiencing progress that you have never experienced before. And in that path, your relationships have to build you up. They have to support you. They have to act in your favor. And for that, right boundaries and right rules of engagement need to be created so you are not compromised. It is not about becoming a one-man army. It's the contrary. It's about letting the other people do their share of their duties so you can handle your career progression and your personal progression. We are being activated in our succedent houses this year. Succedent houses are the ones that have to deal with future. So this month You are being shown about who you are becoming. You're being shown a glimpse of who you're becoming, and you take that with you and you run with it. And this is an excellent month to do that because of the various grand trines which are being formed right now. These grand earth trines are positive energies which are rarely formed, but once they're formed, it's like a whirlpool of energy which gets created and it manifests in something material for us, because it gives us the impetus to move beyond the previous hurdles and move forward. Around 14th of the month, we have Venus and Mars together. This is where our actions find support. 14th and 15th are the dates when you'll be surprised how much support you'll get at work if you initiate something, especially if you have planets around 29 degree of Cancer, or if you're an N degree Cancer. Overall, the energy is very, very supportive for people who have planets between 19 to 23 degree of Cancer, which is if you're born between 11th to 15th of July. That's where Saturn, Pluto, South Node are currently working their magic. As well as those are the people who are facing the large amount of pressure as well. It's not an easy energy. My daughter is a Cancer rising. I know how physically taxing this feels when we have Saturn, Pluto pulling us in the other direction. It's like a part of us is being ripped off from us because we need to generate a new part of ourselves. You are being recreated to some extent. A part of you is being recreated, and that's why it feels like that. But it has to be like that because your partnerships become the catalyst for change beyond what you have seen before. You are being asked to take out what's buried inside you, the repressed part where the controls have made a part of our psyche get buried from childhood or from younger years. And it will show up in the way you might have been compromising in terms of balance of power in your partnership. Your identity is being freed here to become a leader. You are going to become a leader. You'll get opportunities to outshine anybody this year. But you are a different kind of leader. Cancer, your basic core is nurturing. Your basic core is about caring about people. It's gentle, it's caring. So becoming a leader in your own unique way is the path to success. So you are going to be doing what is a very difficult thing, which is balancing the thin line of self-protection and vulnerability and openness to your partners. This is where you excel, but nobody else does. This is what you do best. That's why Cancers are redefining how social presence, how partnerships, how dealing with clients, how being a leader looks like. United States is a Cancer sun as well, as you know, July being the 4th of July being the date of birth and the year being like that. And United States as a country is redefining its partnership, its terms of partnerships with the other countries. And it's no coincidence. This is where you get your power back and have a fairer terms of relationship with your partners, but at the same time remain in your element, because the key to success this year, and I'm telling this to every sign, when North Node is in your sign, the key to success is to be a Cancerian, is to be sensitive, is to be caring about people, it's to be nurturing, but not where you're compromising your interests. Having the right boundaries, the right rules of engagement is a game. And the interesting thing is that this week, all the way till 18th of May, you'll get opportunities to set up the right boundaries with your partners, with the people who you work with, and they will be accepting that well. In the Earth season, which we have right now, in the Earth season, everybody understands the importance of having a right boundary with people. There is a lot of passionate energy here because Venus is still in Aries all the way till about 15th of May. But after 15th of May, when Venus also moves into Earth sign and Mars moves into your sign, the energy becomes even better for you. After 15th of May, when we have Mars move into your sign, all the way till 1st of July, when the eclipses are happening, The next 1.5 months, you have a lot of courage, a lot of passion, a lot of impetus to get what you want. This happens once in 2 years that Mars moves into our house, into our sign. But more importantly, after 15th of May, you realize what you truly want because the insights are coming through. And they might already have come through because the new moon happened around 4th or 5th of May, and I spoke about it in the separate video as well. But through various iterations, as you're refining your direction in life, after 15th of May, your actions become very, very impactful because Mars gives us the courage and the passion to get what our heart truly wants. The thing to be careful about is that after 21st of May, we'll have Sun and Mercury move into the hidden houses. Sun and Mercury are the part of us that want us to be conscious of what we are doing while we go after what we want. So we'll see that in world events as well, that after 21st of May, things might become a little bit volatile. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just the reality of it. We are being asked to look at our actions the way they are supposed to be. Are they in line with who we want to become? Because we will feel very, very compelled to go after what we want. We'll feel highly compelled to go after and do whatever needs to be done to get what we want because we have been shown the light. Now, how do we get there? The part of us that wants us to be conscious of what we are doing right now and our actions and our rational thinking will be a little bit behind the scene at the time. So you would be asked to maintain and give some time to that by setting up time during the day, because you'll find the speed of the things increasing after 15th of May. Give yourself half an hour or 1 hour during the day, and this is a very critical period of your life. I cannot emphasize this enough because in July you have your eclipses. You are preparing for a big reveal then. Put some time, 1 or 2 hours during the day, whatever you can manage, to set your direction right, to set your to watch what's happening in your life and see whether your actions are in line with the direction you want to go in. Because Mars without our logical thinking and our sun can be without a light. It's like trying to fight a war without adequate light. So for that, it's better to take some time from 15th of May all the way till around your season when it starts on 21st of June. Be a little bit conscious of the fact, and that's the advantage of astrology, that we are not seeing the information clearly right now because our mind, our logical mind, is on holiday right now, because that's what we are supposed to do before our season starts. We're supposed to close certain loops. We are supposed to deal with endings. We're supposed to deal with certain issues that are lying below the surface before we go get what we want. So that's something that will be happening. But the positive is after 15th of May, Venus in your house of networking. That is excellent to create a fan base. That is excellent to socialize with people. You will get a lot of acceptance from people in your network after that. So as I said before as well, network, connect. This is the key right now. All the way till about first week of June, you'll find that you'll have a lot of support if you reach out to people. Business network of influence, or if you want to launch a website and you want to create a fan group for it, if you want to work on certain financial ideas which are big wealth ideas, after 15th of May is a good time to do that. And what happens after 15th of May all the way till 18th of May is that Mercury, the planet of logical thinking, is working in unison with Saturn and Pluto, so you get keen insights about business ideas. So use 15 to 18 to actually ground your ideas and create your ideas. As I said, after 21st of May, our mind goes on slight amount of holiday. So before 21st of May, use this time all the way till 18th of May to form the right networks, to create the right plan, to create business negotiations that you need, closing certain amounts of documentation. Getting into details is best done right now. especially the one that requires you to socialize and network with people out by being out and about. And you will get keen insights beyond limits right now, especially around 15th of May when Mercury and Neptune are meeting in your house of inspiration. This is a very positive energy to bump you up, to sort of see beyond boundaries. What can you do further, especially in area of you maybe doing things beyond your comfort zone. Then on 18th of May, we have Venus and Uranus meeting together in your house of networking, in your house of social presence. This is the day I call it suddenly being pushed into limelight. And it cannot happen for 100% of the people, but it's happening around 4 degree of Taurus, which for you, if you have your Cancer ascendant or you have Cancer sun or moon around 4 degree, which is around June born, you might be getting some amount of unexpected positive event where you're introduced to something by good luck, by your that, or you just launch something. It is an excellent day that you launch something and it just gets acceptance. And the best day to launch, apart from if you're not able to do around 15th, around 14th of May, if you're not able to do, 16th or 17th of May are excellent time to launch something. You'll be able to, that's a day like your voice has power to get what you want. You'll be able to talk anybody into selling anything. So that's the day when the business negotiations are tilted in your favor. And again, that's especially true if you have planets between 19 to 23 degree. So if you're a Cancer sun born between 11th to 15th of July, you'll find that being a day when you are able to create ideas which are excellent. But specifically 18th of May, be a little bit ready for surprises. And especially if you're a June born. And this could be emotional in nature because Venus is involved. It could be financial in nature as well. So Venusian themes related to women, related to emotions, related to money. There could be an unexpected news that comes that will work in your favor, that will free you in terms of your vision of your life. It is a date with destiny. It is a date with destiny, and you will not feel like complying with rules of society. This is the degree of Elon Musk, who is activated right now, not wanting to comply with the rules of society because you've got a different vision of your life. Ariana Grande, 5 degrees of Cancer. These are the people who are activated right now through their sun or ascendant to break the norm and do something that they themselves have not done before. And that is your sign. It is the time to do that you've not done before, to have a vision which is unique in nature, to have a vision along with a set of people that you never thought you will be with. It's a unique destiny that you're creating for yourself. And this is the month to dream about it. This is the month to get the support for it. This is the month to try and get details of it. And you get further bump up around 18th of May when we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is your fellow water sign, in your house of passion. This is a completion of a passion project, maybe some sort of remuneration or some sort of positive results. If you are in a business where you have taken a risk on your business, that comes through. This is fruits of some amount of risk taken in your life that are coming through. This could be your own business, it could be a romance, it could be a child. This is you producing something which is based on you taking a risk on yourself in the past, and the last 6 months of it coming to a conclusion. It's a very soulful full moon. Full moon in Scorpio is always beyond surface, and it jives in well with you. It's in positive energy with you. That is beautiful, especially if you have planets around 27 degree of Cancer. So a few degrees before and after 24 to 30 degree of Cancer, which is if you're a Cancer sun born around 19th of July, so 14 to 21 or 22 of July, you might see completion of a project which is your fruit of labor. You've put a lot of effort into it. It could be a creative project. It could be you have invested into a business and that is reaping results. You took an investment risk and that is coming back with a return. It could be something positive completing in the life of your child. It could be a romance where you've taken a personal risk and that is coming to a positive result. Your emotions will be high right now. It's the time when you'll feel very, very passionate over over the top even. It's a very raw energy. It's the time when we uncover our own depth, our own power, our own emotional strength, because we have probably gotten a breakthrough in what we had done. And it's also the time when we decide to do something different. It infuses a confidence in us. So the vision that you got at the start of the month, this gives us the impetus to go after it. It gives us the confidence to go after it. It gives the impetus to involve more your personal stamp into what you have started. Not complying so much or doing it to please others or to please the social acceptance of it, but having your stamp on it. Taking a few childlike risks in your life. You decide to shed the boundaries of the society to some extent when that happens, because you want depth, you want more, you want to engage in partnerships that grow and evolve you beyond what you are. So you want to be involved with people not because you want to comply with any social norms, but you want to do that because that takes you to the next level in terms of your growth. And it is both the new moon and the full moon this month, they have financial aspect to it. So this is not just us taking a leap of faith without having a financial aspect to it. This is you receiving insight about how you can take your financial growth to the next level while taking your creativity with you. So this is a higher energy. This is a higher octave of energy, and you will feel revved up at this time. Venus and Uranus are meeting on the same day, so it's like from our heart we are excited. From our heart we want to do something. Our heart wants to break away from the norm and do something else. And it's not about the outer show anymore. Our soul wants something more, and we go after that. It's very mysterious, the degree that it's happening at. It's very magical. It's Stanley Kubrick's moon, so it's very fantastical in nature. So it's possible that the ideas that you have right now, they may be fantastical in nature, but sometimes you have to dream beyond it, like going to space. Elon Musk is intent on going to space, and having that kind of passion that you guys have, that will get you there. It will get you there. But at the same time, you will, over the course of next couple of days after 18th of May, will receive a little bit of reality check on it. You will try to ground this energy. You will try to figure out more sense out of it. And as I said earlier, on 21st of May, Mercury and Sun will move into Gemini in your house of unconscious beliefs, which is we go behind the scene a little bit. It's like when we want to be left alone to some extent. But at the same time, your desires are pushing you to go ahead. But they might be pushing you to go to a plan that you're not ready for, or you may not have full information on. Your mental intensity at that time will be low. Logical thinking, and at that time thinking about the future might be a little bit on the downside, because you are trying to close the loops from the previous life. You're trying to heal. You're trying to regenerate. You're getting ready behind the scene for the big reveal. And at this point in time, your heart and your desired actions are asking you to take a risk and move forward with it. So being conscious of that, as I said, keep some time aside. Be sure that the kind of risk that you're taking, the kind of business risk that you're taking, or the kind of innovation that you're looking for doing in your life, does it have legs for long run or not? So put some time aside for doing that. And the Capricorn moon between 21st to 23rd of May might give you a little bit of insight of grounding at that time. That's also the time when we will get the impetus to start working on this. 22nd of May is an excellent time to be working towards this new goal that you have. No compromising on that goal, just how do we go about it is the thing under discussion. And on 22nd of May, you might receive more insights on how to go about it. Neptune and North Node are meeting together. We get a lot of inspirations about our life path on 22nd of May, which we should listen to on how to move forward. This could be through interaction with a person who's different from us as well. So 22nd of May is an exciting day to sort of work on the future inspiration that you have. It's a good day to start things up as well. If you're ready to go and there's something that you were finding difficult to do, 21st of May, you'll find the Empress to do it, 21st and 22nd of May. Then the other thing to be careful about, again, as I said, Sun and Mercury are behind the scene. The third thing to be careful about is that Chiron is in our house of career right now. Chiron is a wounded healer. It wants us to heal from past lack of faith in our identity. If in the past we did not feel sure about going after our goals, we did not feel that we'll be able to deliver publicly on certain roles, or we thought that authority figures do not approve of us. These are deep-seated hurts and beliefs within ourselves which don't let us take certain risk in life. They will be met head-on around 23rd of May. When Mars and Chiron meet each other, there is a conflict between you feeling hurt about a past loss in your career or you feeling inhibited to go against an authority figure or to do something because you feel it will not be accepted by an authority figure. There's a hurt related to elders, related to authority figures, related to government structures. Like you can see in Elon Musk's case, there's a conflict with the authorities that is happening. His creativity is being tried to be contained within authority structure, and that is not easy to do. This is where Chiron asks us to make our skin thicker, because there will be negativity come our way when people see a different version of ourselves. And as I said, you are being changed in the way you handle your opponents, your criticizers, the people who criticize you, the people who work with you on a one-on-one basis. You are being recreated in how you handle your opponents right now. So there will be a challenge on 23rd of May. You have to come out of this old way and do not be afraid to follow your dreams here. Use your wounds, use your past rejections, use your identity wound of the past as the impetus to act towards the future here. Cultivate the energy, and you will cultivate your energy right now to instead go forward at a much higher rate. And some actions can be motivated here by the past hurt instead of being compressed. So being aware that 23rd May is the day that you might feel a little bit raw. And the thing is that you're healing a little bit publicly, because Chiron, the wounded healer, is in a public house. So this is a hurt of public reputation, of being able to be visible in the world that you're healing from, of being appreciated for your talents by people publicly. And that is where we are healing away from that. And there are people in our circle who are loving on us, who are helping us be okay to be visible with our skill sets. Make your skin thicker, find your tribe, move forward right now. No looking back on 23rd of May. And on 24th, 25th of May, I feel that you start already getting this emotional strength to move forward. 26th of May, you act on the basis of faith. Your faith, if there's a spiritual practice that you have, your ability to move in the face of this emotional blockage that you might be facing, that maybe my ideas will not be accepted by somebody in authority, or maybe what I'm doing will not get public recognition. You are being asked to break that pattern right now and apply the right kind of impetus here. And with Mars here, you have the impetus to break through that glass ceiling and move to the other side. Do not undershoot yourself here. Do not go back to the old pattern of saying maybe it will not get accepted and not going forward with it. Use the emotional strength that is coming through here in form of hurt to some extent to propel yourself forward. And I think you will do that. When Sun and Chiron meet together on 26th of May, you start acting irrespective of the fear, irrespective of how in the past things have been. And your wounds to some extent are visible here, which is fine. You're becoming a different personality who is visible to others, who's known to others, to having been tried in the past and failed maybe, but at the same time still getting up again and doing it all over again. And that's what you're doing. In my view, many of you will be doing, especially if you're a June born or you're an early degree Cancer, that might be happening at this stage. I'm sorry to say these things, these are a little bit sensitive things, but that is an energy which is there in the last week of May, so I have to talk about it. So you're aware of it. Then 26th to 28th of May, Pisces moon is in positive energy with you. You heal forward, you get ready for adventure, you are ready to go forward irrespective of how it was feeling earlier. 29th of May, very, very inspiring day. Thing to look out for on 29th of May and 30th of May, when you're fully charged up to go forward and things are receiving, in my view, public recognition, as well as people are accepting it at that time. 30th of May, 31st, all the way till 2nd of June, I feel that it's an excellent time to create a fan following, or if you're in a creative field, to launch something. You'll get a lot of acceptance from people between 31st of May to 2nd of June. But 29th of May and even a day before, 28th or 29th of May, are not great for signing any business documents. That's the time when we are not sure whether the things are being sold on the basis of their emotional values or they're being sold on the basis of their commercial values. So do not buy something or sign on a financial document or a business document around 28th or 29th of May. At that time, the communication can be a little bit over the top, borderline to miscommunication or misselling. So being a little bit careful of that, especially if you have planets around 18 degree of Cancer. 18 degree of Cancer, which is around 10th of July born if you're a Cancer sun. But 30th, 31st, 2nd of June, they are excellent for getting into a commercial document, especially 31st and 2nd of June. 2nd of June is what I like better, but if you have to sign something, even the emotional stability comes back around 31st of May itself. This is the time you should be able to sign something which is commercial in nature. Contract which is lucrative in nature can come through. Again, this is especially true if you have planets between 19 to 23 degree of Cancer, if you're born between 11 to 15th of July. So an excellent over the top ending of the month. Really looking forward to what's about to come when your season starts around mid of next month. But Mars being in your sign, you would still be visible beyond limits right now, and it's the time to shed that old ways. You know that you are in the center of things. I'm telling you, having North Node in your sign is like having a trump card. There is no compromising to what you're aiming for right now, but just keep your heart. You have a big heart, and that shines through when it comes to relationships, and that is what makes you you. Keeping your core while changing the modus operandi of making sure that your rights are taken care of, that your interests are taken care of in one-on-one relationships. So good luck for that. I again want to apologize for doing this late. I'm sorry about my voice. You can probably hear it. I had lost my voice in the last 2 days, so I couldn't do this earlier. Good luck for what's coming forward. Thank you so much.